Hi everyone, welcome back. Today we're going to be trying another nail viral trend. This time we're going to be trying junk nails. We're going to do a little twist and we're going to make them bejeweled. So we're going to be creating a really fun, trendy nail look that is actually super easy to create. And we're going to be testing out some new Korean nail products as well. So I'm very excited. So the first thing that we're going to dive into are these new to me. These are soft gel tips and I am so excited about these. I love making press-ons and I'm always on the search for that perfect press-on nail tip. So I grabbed a box of this soft gel one. This is in the shape short almond. You can see the shape or the length goes from 0, all the way to 13. And then we have them all in this really nice little organizer here. Everything is numbered. And I love a good short almond nail. So I really am hoping that these are going to work for me because I would love nothing more than the perfect short almond. So right now I'm just picking a couple of the nails here just to try to find my right size. And then once I find the right size, I am going to walk you through my entire prep when it comes to prepping the nail to get it ready for that nail look that we're going to be creating today. So far we're off to a great start. I am finding my sizes. I will say I do like that they do offer a 00 in here. And then a nice thing about the soft gel is that you can either get them in a whole box like you see here, or you can pick your individual sizes that you use. So the first thing that I'm going to do, there's always like a little nub on top of the little almond tip. So I just took a little cuticle nipper and just removed that little dot right there. And then I'm just going to go ahead and just clean up the shape just a little bit. And then once I'm satisfied with that shape, I am going to go ahead and just put it on the nail and just make sure that when I'm looking at it, I'm still getting that perfect almond shape. Now, even though these are already pre-shapened tips, I always like to go ahead and just reshape them just ever so slightly. And then after I go ahead and shape, I'm just going to give them a good buff. This is just what's really going to help just get the nail ready for when we are applying the gels. I also feel like it's less bulky if I go in with this step right here, going in with the buffer. I just feel like it just makes them look a little bit more natural, especially around that cuticle line. And then once we're done doing all the buffing, there is a couple extra steps that I like to do. So the first thing I'm going to show you, these are some items from CREAR. I think that's how you pronounce the name. This is kind of like a protein prep vitamin bonder. I like to use this once I'm done with my completed set. I'll put this on my natural nails, let that dry, and then I'll go ahead in with my nail glue to apply my step. But another item from CREAR that I'm absolutely loving, and we're going to dive into this right now, this is the tip stand. So this is a chemical etching. So instead of going ahead and filing the inside of the press-on tip, I'm just gonna do a chemical etch instead. So what you do is you just have a little bit of product on your brush and you just work that brush right into the nail, right where you would be etching it with your file. It's a total game changer. I feel like I have way more longevity for my press-on set when I'm wearing them when I use this method versus going in with a traditional file and etching it. I don't know what kind of magic is in this, but I've been really liking those two products. And that first product that I showed you, I apply that to my natural nail when I'm ready to apply my actual press-on set. But that the tip stand is absolutely magical, and I've been really enjoying that. All right, so now that our nails are prepped, we got all the sizes ready to go, everything's prepped. I'm gonna go ahead and put them on the stand. And then once I have them on the stand, I'm just going to take a little bit of a lint-free wipe with alcohol in it and just cleanse the nail just to make sure any of that dust from the buffing is completely off the nail so we have a smooth surface. We are going to be trying one of the new colors from the Rococo letter VALLA collection. Now, for the junk nails, I just wanted to have just the base color just all be one. Originally, I was going to go ahead and pick 5 colors from this collection, but I figured let's just pick one and then that will just kind of like be our base color for all of them because I don't want to take away, once you see the nails that we're doing today, I just wanted, we're going to have a lot going on. So I figured let's just have just a one color kind of nail. So I'm debating right now between the color 96 and 97 of this collection. No matter what color you pick for your base color, it's going to be perfect for this nail look. You don't have to do pink. You can honestly do a black base if you want. You could honestly pick any kind of combination of color you want. You could do cat eye for your base color. You could do a little like fine glitter. whatever option you choose for your base, this is gonna look really awesome with the nail look that we're doing today. So I decided I wanted just a brighter pop of pink, so we're gonna go with the last color in this collection. This is number 97. It's a beautiful pink syrup. It's such a fun collection for spring. If you haven't tried any syrups yet or looking to dip your toe into some syrups, I would highly, highly recommend the VALLA collection that you see here or any of the syrups from Yogurt Korea. They are absolutely fantastic. The best part about the collection that I just showed you as well is that you can get these colors individually, which is awesome. All right, so this color right here is the perfect light splash of pink that we're looking for. The best part about this color is that I'm liking what it looks like with one coat. I just feel like it's very beautiful. It's kind of giving us like that candy coated kind of pink moment. This is what it looks like after I cured it. So I was debating, okay, do we leave it like this or do we take it up a notch and go in with a second layer? And that's what we're doing right now. I decided we're going to go in with a second coat, which I'm so glad I did. This is really when you can see how truly beautiful this color is, and it just gives the nail a really flawless finish. It self levels right away. It's a very thin consistency, and the color that we're getting right here is perfect right here. Look at that. And that's what it looks like cured. It's kind of like we have a hard, kind of like strawberry candy moment going on here. Absolutely beautiful. So now that our base color is done, I just wanted to go ahead and apply this to one other nail because I want to show you a comparison of what this color looks like side by side of one coat versus two. This way you can get a really good feel on how totally different this color looks with one coat versus two, because I feel like this is a totally different color right here when you see it side by side together. So I really wanted to show you what this looks like. Also for this color right here, no matter what way you're doing it with the one coat or two coats, it looks really beautiful. But if you wanted to take this to the next level, you could also do a chrome on top of it as well. I just feel like that would look really beautiful just on its own, kind of like a soap nail kind of moment, but yet make it chrome. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and finish the rest of the base color on the rest of the nails because we're just gonna focus on this one color to be kind of like our star of the show today. And then we're gonna get into the junk nail side of things. So junk nail is just taking a whole bunch of charms and putting them on a nail, but I figured let's do a little twist on it and make them bejeweled. So I have these really awesome. They're kind of giving me like a 90s throwback kind of vibe. These are some really cute charms, but they're in all different shapes. We have moon, star, heart, flower. We have squares. And then to apply the charms today, I am going to go in with one of the JIN.B Crazy Tops. Now I grabbed the standard one that you see here and the thick one. I just didn't know how it was going to work with putting the charms on, if they were going to slide around. So we have best options here when it comes to the viscosity. And then to apply the JIN.B, since the gel is in a pot, we need a brush. So we're going to try this new retractable brush. This is a flat brush. This is a total game changer. If you saw my recent reel, the CALLA brush right here, this is the look at that. It's magical. It's a retractable brush. I absolutely think this is absolutely genius. It is so fun. It's different. It's unique. I also grabbed the liner brush. These did sell out fairly quickly, but if you go on the Sweetie Nail Supply website and hit notify me when it's back in stock, you can definitely grab it. So I decided we're going to try for the Crazy Top. We're going to go in with the standard viscosity first. And then if the jewels are sliding around, then we'll pivot and we'll go into the thicker formula. So since this is a new brush, I just want to go ahead and work some of that product right into that brush first. So I'm just going to take a little bit of that gel and just work it gently into the brush just to soften up the bristles here just before we go into just applying the product onto the nail. And then once we soften up that brush, I'm just going to go ahead and pick some of that product up. And now we are going to be good to go. So I have not played with the standard viscosity yet. This one was just sent to me and I'm really already obsessed with it. It applies really nicely on the nail. Now I've only used the JIN.B thick formula and I've only utilized that for placing heavy charms on the nail. And it's that right there. If you're looking for something that really gets those charms into place, the thick formula is absolutely fantastic. Or if you're looking to encapsulate some really awesome glitters, that's a great formula. So I was really interested to try the standard and look at that. These the gems that we're applying right now to the nail are not sliding around. They're very lightweight. So the standard viscosity was really easy to apply on the nail. It self-leveled easily. It did not create any air bubbles or anything like that. Everything is looking really smooth. And it's just I'm placing the charms on the nail and then they are just melting right into that nail, becoming one, and they're not sliding around. So that was my fear with this were these charms gonna slide around? And right now they're not. So I'm just gonna pick up random shapes and we're just gonna keep applying them to the nail. Now you could stop right here. You could just place a couple like you see here, or you could just keep going and completely fill the entire nail until your heart is content. Now, if you wanted to switch it up, you could also add some pearl elements to this. You could also add some other charms to it, but I really wanted to focus on the whole bejeweled kind of aspect of it. Now, back in the 90s, there were these really fun nail stickers that kind of look like this. Um, that you could put on your nails. You could also pretend you had your ears pierced. They're like these little sticker sheets, and this is totally taking me back to that. So when I saw this nail look, I knew I had to try it with the bejeweled version because I'm just loving everything about this. But you can see we have this really beautiful wash of pink as our base, and it's really letting these bejeweled colors in these charms completely just shine through to kind of have a moment on its own. Because this is a bold look, but yet we toned it down a little bit with that pink color that we did. I also feel like a beautiful ivory or like a milky white color would be beautiful for this as well, or just, doing a black base that's really going to get these gems to pop. Now that I have the gems completely where I want them on the nail, I'm just going to do a little bit of a flash cure, and I'm using my new flash cure nail lamp. If you saw my Sweetie nail haul, I went into this nail lamp. This is a really fun nail lamp for flash curing. It has a sensor on it, so you don't even need a finick and like trying to push the button before you flash cure. It has a sensor on it. So I'm really liking how this is looking. So I went ahead and did a full cure, finished the rest of the nails off camera. Now, the big debate for me was, do I go in with my favorite Doe top coat or do I leave the nails as is? Because since we did use that JIN.B crazy top coat, that is a no wipe top coat. So technically, we are good to go. And I was really liking how everything was looking. So I kind of did not want to go ahead and do a top coat on here, but I decided let's try it on the pinky nail first. And the Doe brush, the way it fans out, it really helps you just get into all the crevices of the charms. So I was able just to get a lot of that product off the brush, and you only need a little bit of product and just work it all over the nail and just make sure those charms are completely covered. And you don't want to put too much on because then it's going to pool in certain areas. But I went ahead and cured it, and I don't know, now I kind of like what it looks like with the top coat, but I still really like what it looks like without the top coat as well. But I just wanted to show you what both options look like just in case you wanted to go in with a regular top coat to help hold those charms. Now I am on day 4 of wearing this set, and I only did the full top coat on the pinky nail, and I'm not noticing any difference when it comes to the wear and tear on the charms. They're still holding strong. I didn't take any color off. I didn't chip them. None of them came off or anything like that yet. So they're still holding on strong. So it's just kind of like based on your preference what you want to have at the end for your final result. But here's our finished set. I love this so much. It is so fun, super easy to achieve. I am going to pop this set on here in just a moment so you can see what it looks like on my hand as well. But again, options are endless for this nail look. I do want to try another one, just picking a whole bunch of nail charms and just throwing them on the nail to have like the ultimate junk style nail. But let me know, is this a trend that you tried? Is this something that you're gonna try? Also, I do really like the bejeweled look. I just think that just makes it more of like a fun kind of look without having all that bulk. I mean, we still added a lot of stuff to the nails, but overall, I just simply love how this turned out. All right, so everything that we use in today's video can be found in that description box below. Also, if you see any viral nail trends that you want to see me try to pull off, let me know in that comment section below so I can check them out and then we can try and recreate them. All right, so I hope you enjoyed today's video, and I'll see you all in the next one.